The following is a commercial program paid for by Currie Health and Wellness Diagnostic Center. The opinions and views expressed belong to its sponsors and are not those of Nexstar Broadcasting Incorporated, this station, or their affiliates or employees.
Hello, I'm Dave Woodman for Currie Health and Wellness Diagnostic Center, here with another success story from one of Dr. Keith Currie's patients. First, if you or a loved one is suffering from leg pain or neck pain or severe low back pain or hip pain, sciatica, spinal stenosis, any of that, you need to call for a helpful report that Dr. Currie has for you. This is a $19.95 value. Sure is free just by making a phone call. That's right. A phone call to 1-800-955-7651 is all it takes to get your free copy. That number's on your screen. Do yourself a huge favor. Call as soon as this program ends, but not before, because you're going to want to see this. Dr. Currie's with me, and also the patient that I mentioned before. But before we get to our patient, Russ, who's been with us before, by the way, Dr. Currie, I want to get you to set it up and tell us about Russ when he came to see you.
When Russ came in to see me, he was bent over like this. He was standing. He was completely bent over. I mean, you know, and had just a grimace of pain on his face. You could tell he was really, really suffering.
And that's what brought you in, Russ, because you just couldn't straighten up. So what's the story after that?
Well, first off, the pain was so bad I couldn't hardly get out of bed. And then that's when I saw y'all's commercial on TV. I said, I'd have to do something. So that's when I went to see him the first visit. I could get out of bed all right the next morning. All
right, so you decided to see Dr. Currie to begin his protocol. You knew you were in pretty bad shape. What did you expect when you got started?
Well, I didn't really know. It's just all new to me. And it was a blessing for the first 3 visits. I mean, it was just almost all the pain were gone. But he continued to do the treatments. And so it just kept getting better.
All right, let me get this straight. Now, you started to get relief after the first 3 visits.
Right.
That's pretty amazing. Now, be honest. Did you really think the treatments were going to work?
Not at first, I didn't. But after 3 visits, I knew they was going to work.
That's the kind of testimonials we like.
That's
Dr.
awesome.
Currie. They did work. Just what did you do to help Russ?
Worked with his discs in his low back to try to help get some fluid to absorb back into him, and we also did some laser treatments. And you know, it's just natural therapies, non-invasive, you know, and I believe
we want to emphasize that, don't we?
Yes, sir.
Non-invasive.
Yes, sir.
I looked all around. I didn't see a single scalpel or
right. Well, you know, and Dave, you know, once you have surgery, you cannot go back. You know, and actually, one of the most common things out of my patients' mouths, across the board, no matter if they come in for neck pain or back pain or neuropathy or whatever they're coming in for. A lot of people come in with balance problems. People say, I wish I knew about you before I did whatever it was that they did.
Let's say that again. Let's emphasize that, the before part.
Yes, sir. They say, I wish I would have known about you before. I mean, some people, Dave, will go have something as simple on the surface as an injection. You know, well, steroids aren't healthy for the body. They don't necessarily do good things a lot of the time, and there are possible side effects. And so, you know, they're very, very well known to be considered soft tissue degrading, so they can actually cause some detrimental effects to the body. And so if you can go the natural way and preserve what you have left, I say it all the time, an ounce of prevention is worth a pound of cure.
So the emphasis is on the word natural when you go to see Dr. Currie. Russ,
sir,
what would you tell someone who's watching us out there right now who is experiencing some of the pain that you had, and as Dr. Currie said, you were all bent over? What would you tell those folks about Dr. Currie?
Well, first off, I'd tell them to go visit with him and let him tell them what he would like to do with them. That's the first thing they need to do.
The first thing we're going to suggest that they do, too, if they don't want to just call him direct, is to get that report that we talk about on every one of these programs. Remember, congratulations, by the way, to you for your recovery and for deciding to go to see Dr. Currie. If you're suffering, if you know someone who is, call the number on your screen, 1-800-955-7651, to get that free report. Help could be just a phone call away. So until next time, for Dr. Currie and Currie Health and Wellness, I'm Dave Woodman.
The reason I come to see Dr. Currie, went to see Dr. Currie, is because I was looking for some relief. And I had seen the commercial on television. I said to myself, I'm gonna give that a try, because I couldn't really see myself going through life with the pain that I was in.